On the northern tip of the Big Island in the district of Kohala sits this ancient Hawaiian site. This is the Mookini Heiau, designated a registered National Historic Landmark.
It was built in the year 480 AD under the direction of Mookini, and it was built in one night from sunset to first light, and the rocks came from 14 miles away from Pololu Valley.
This heiau is a luakini, dedicated to the war god Kukailimoku. In other words, its sole purpose was human sacrifice.
We only sacrifice to ensure victory in battle. So if you were looking to take, Kauai High in a small battle, you would only sacrifice a couple hundred people. If you're looking for an entire island, you would sacrifice by the thousands. We only sacrifice men, and we started with prisoners of war. And pretty much the Mu, who were the body catchers, they were the ones sent out to get the victims, and they had the authority to fill their quota. So if they needed 50 people and they had 49, the guy found you fishing, he took you. The outside there is a flat rock. That is the Hole Hole stone. That's in human sacrificing, where we took your flesh off your bones. The other one was moved up from the birthsite area. It was next to the road. It's Kapakai. And we just brought her up here to protect her and take care of her.
Visiting the heiau are students from Kamehameha schools.
I invite everybody to visit. For me, it's the more correct knowledge that gets out there, the accurate family history that people carry back with them, then the better off we are. A lot of guidebooks have written, they just make up their own stuff, and it's inaccurate, and it's hard to get that information back out. So I like to talk to people, especially kids, Hawaiian kids especially, because if they don't know where they came from, they won't know where they're going. Luckily for me, I know my family, so I kind of know where my place in Hawaiian history is. I also found that when I was in school, I learned better when I went on field trips and was outdoor and I could feel and look and see. There aren't that many places like this. You can walk inside and actually look at the rocks up close, and you can feel the energy. Yes. And it's easier for them to learn and absorb and kind of be in awe that, especially if they're Hawaiian, that their history, is still here and present.
Following a tour of Mookini, the students then march down to the birthsite of King Kamehameha.
The birthsite is protected, and we take care of it. It's because Kamehameha was actually born in a canoe just outside of that area, but the significance is she used two stones to help her get her afterbirth out. One she kind of laid down and put her feet on, and the other one she squatted and hugged. Immediately when the canoe landed, though, he was brought up to Mookini for his birth rituals, and then he was taken from there into hiding.
And as a visitor, when approaching both these sites, please proceed with respect.
I think anywhere that's sacred needs to be protected, and you need to have, a respect for it. It's important to show the respect that it's older than you, and that, people were here before you. Be respectful and be grateful that there are places you can go to learn about history, especially Hawaiian history. I am proud to know my history. I actually know my family lineage all the way back from when we started. I am proud, and it's not so much about me. I just want people to remember my family, all the ancestors that came before me.
The birthsite of King Kamehameha and the Mookini Heiau, treasures from Hawaii's past preserved for the future.